And this is just a simple movement, breathing exercise. So I'll just demo it. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, like that. And this one's kind of, your breath isn't so important, like when you breathe in and out, just make sure it's sort of slow and very deep. So let's breathe all the way in, so you breathe with the stomach, that's the most important thing. And that's a general tip as well. If you're starting, just general breathing, you start getting panic attacks. A lot of people just breathe in the chest, and that's not very relaxing. So good thing is just breathe fully and deeply all the way to the stomach. So the stomach should come in and out, and then breathe all the way out as well. So people really like, normal people only use like half capacity of their breathing. Another good thing as well, when you're breathing, imagine like, not your stomach filling up, imagine your back filling up, so you're breathing right into the deep back of your lungs, so you've got a lot more capacity in your lungs than most people use, and that triggers relaxation response in your body, releases endorphins and kind of calms the nervous system, whereas the panic attack, short breath is the fight and flight, and that's when you get adrenaline, and then you just get worse. So breath is very, very important.
So how many minutes do we have to do this to make up?
Well, this movement I do 3 times, so this is like the first of the right. So I'm spinning around one. Normally I won't actually do it, but just so you know, there's another one when you do this and you spin round 21 times like that, which I'm not going to do. But you got
to get dizzy.
When you're doing it, you got to keep your eyes on the fixed point on a certain part, and then that stops you falling over.
I get dizzy.
And then when I'm not going to do. And when you stop, just this is the advantage of doing another time. When you stop, just stop it spinning. You do this, and you bring your thumbs forward, and you focus on the thumbs, and then you bring it in like here, and then everything else is spinning, and then you just focus on your thumbs, and then like lines you again, or you fall over properly. I won't actually do that one now though.
Do you spin it so? You do spin it not fast, slowly. Is it? When you spin, it is slowly at the same time you're breathing.
Speed. That's the thing.
You don't have to be speed.
Yeah, I could do it if you want me to.
You'll get the. You show us.
To show you.
Yeah, you show us.
I'm gonna spin it.
Yes, you're used to it.
Okay, so and just so you know, just with background, just an overall, this everything's energy, just background, and there's a thing called Shiva energy, which is energy from the sun, which is like a golden spark energy that comes down, and there's another thing called Shakti energy. That's like electrical energy, and Shakti energy is like magnetic energy, which is silver. That's why I think it's metallic. Silver energy comes up from the planet, the Earth, and something's got to go to the Gaia. So what when you do the spinning thing, that way round, when you're receiving, your hands up, palms upwards, and one's down. So this one's kind of pulling in the Shiva energy, and one's pulling up the Shakti energy from beneath. And just a bit of background, the reason you spin is, I'm not sure you know, all of us have a thing called chakras inside us, like energy vortexes, and if you keep them healthy, it keeps your body and emotional state healthy, so they're very important. There's actually, in the reception area, there's actually a thing on the wall, a picture of that, so maybe after this I'll go and show you it. Each one has a different part of your life. Anyway, so when you spin round, it stimulates them to spin round. So if I just do this 21 times.
21 times? Oh my goodness. Like an earthquake. You can do that, James. Where's boy? He disappeared.
How does it fall?
Are you busy for 21? I only do it 3 times. Good for James.
Do that now?
This is going to be
Very
You
good.
run. And
Well
then
done.
you, yeah, look up. One's coming.
That's really quite weird.
And then, actually, this is called, I can't remember it now. When you begin and finish, and you go, this thing called Namaste.
Namaste, yes. Namaste.
Kind of bringing into Namaste. And that's just like a kind of, like a acknowledging the other person and like a sort of respect, like a spiritual respect thing. And I think in Hawaii actually they still use that. And aloha, so hello, namaste. So that's how you spin basically. But I wouldn't recommend that to start off with.
I just did that.
Okay, cool. You do the thumbs.
Yeah. Manager. 21 times.
Yeah.
Does it have to be 21?
Yeah, basically 21 times.
What's the significance of 21 times?
You do both directly.
It's a Tibetan Rejuvenation Rite. No, so it's clockwise, yeah. So you spin.
Clockwise.
Yeah.
And just one, you don't do the counterclockwise.
Because you yeah.
I'll try that at home.
Yeah. So and then that's the first one, and then the second one is this one I'm saying.
Breathing.
You're breathing, so you and just so you know, when you're doing this, and I'll tell you about the energy. When you're pulling up the magnetic Shakti energy, which is like a silver sparkling energy. Yeah. So you're kind of pulling it up here, and as you're pulling it up, it's kind of the energy travels up your chakras. There's a thing called a prana tube that goes through you. It's like your spine, where the energy flows through. So your endocrine system. It's like another system, which you can look that up. And then you get to right here, and then that's giving it the energy to the world, kind of like sharing your energy. And then this end, when you're doing this bit, you're pulling down the Shiva energy, so you picture this golden stuff pulling down through your chakras. And there's 7 inside you. Crown chakra here. There's chakra middle of your head. I can't remember the names now. Sorry. There's a name for each of these. I have to learn them again.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, how many?
And then there's the crown chakra here. So each one, like this one is for voice, expression, truth. Say, this is your mind's eye. Normally indigo color. The one on the crown is violet, and that's kind of your connection to above. And you have your heart chakra, which is green here, and obviously that's the receiving and giving love. And then you have yellow chakra here. Yellow, no, next one orange is yellow, and then orange. And so the yellow is your power, which is like a lot of people give that power away. It's kind of each chakra will affect your life differently. So if one isn't clear or isn't running well balanced right, then that's the part. But the main one for you guys, the same as me. I was always fine here, but it's me about grounding. So it's the lower ones. I had to work on hard. One where I wear these are for grounding, harmonized. So, and then you have the sacred chakra, which is the young one. That's to do with sexual energy, got to do with intimacy, that kind of area. And then the most important one for me was my root chakra, which is the red one down here, base of the spine, and that's for grounding. And that's probably the one I recommend the most. We kind of, if it's normally it's people like me, kind of right up here, that's the higher ones. It's kind of you want to bring everything down, so you want to focus on the crown, the root chakra. And then finally, this one is got the feet silver ones as well, which kind of ground you into the earth. So basically seen that one. I just want to, I've gone to the next one so I don't run out of time. And then the next one is if you especially put your hands kind of like there to support your back, and then you breathe in as you go backwards and then out as you go back down like that. So that's a really simple one. And when you come back to breathe out and back in again, there's a thing called billabong is the name for it, and it's kind of like tensing up. Can't try and explain it. So it's tensing up kind of your
Arse.
yeah. Yeah, basically, and your lower it's just kind of like tense up, like clenching there, and that again is to do with energy because there's a circuit in your body, and when you do that, it joins the circuit. There's one in front of you, one on the back, and then it's not like that. But when you tense that, it joins it up. So after you do this one, it's tense 3 seconds and then release. But you don't need to do that like that. Just turn your whole thing. So you just pick up bits you want, and again you do 21 of these. So
21. Oh,
so,
then 4.
and then yeah, you guys can try this if you want. This one.
It's good.
This one's quite easy to do in time with the breath. So. You don't need to go too far either. You only need to go to about there, just so you can see the sky. You got to be careful. You got to strain your back. That's what the hands are there to support your back.
It's good actually. Good exercise.
It's good to
I'm only 60 now.
yeah, it's good for bending back because a lot of people will, especially me sitting in the computer chair all the time. This is what yoga's really helped. If you really had bad posture and you kind of bend in this way, hunched shoulders, and I had loads of shoulder and back problems. But yoga's sorted that out, and you're just bending yourself back. The other way, it straightens your spine out because your spine gets curved and you have spinal problems as you get older. Yoga's brilliant for that as well. People do yoga have so much no issues when as they get older. The joints and stops.
Yes, after that one,
have to go to the doctors and take more tablets. And more
we need to shake our hands.
And to get someone to snap their back in place. So you just do some maintenance rather than reactive. You do some preventative.
So after doing that, we need to rest our hands now. So we have to do our exercise.
You did 21 of that. And
yeah,
then,
I did 21.
Okay. Yeah, and then the next one, and then basically, what you normally do, you don't with this one, you do that in between each of these exercises.
I see. So we breathe again.
Yeah, so you kind of do that, so you breathe in again. And this is kind of picture this energy you're putting up and down. And this is actually similar to Tai Chi as well.
Yeah.
Right? Tai Chi is kind of
calms you,
very,
doesn't it?
yeah. Which is
so
what
what
I
else?
said I'm going to look into after done yoga, one thing at a time.
So how many like this?
So you do 3, so you do in between each one.
So every 21 we do 3.
Yeah, you do 3 a day.
Really?
And it's the thing, so as you're doing like these ones, it's stimulating the energy flow in your body, and then so each time you do this, you get more out of it. It's kind of increasing the energy flow, and when you really get into it, you can actually feel the heat. You can feel the energy in you. You can feel the heat inside you. It's all to do with breathing, posture, and also your imagination as well. It's a practice makes perfect. You kind of picture these coloured chakras inside, and actually you heard it here first. One of my other jobs is a web developer and I'm very creative, so I'm actually going to be building loads of apps to help with this.
You're doing it.
I'm making an app called Visual Tape. I'm going to be making, which is a visual aid because this is what I found I was doing it. I need visual picture it, or just use imagination. So there's nothing out there, so I'm going to create loads of apps and stuff to help and be on the site when I get round to making them, fitting them in somehow. Yeah, so.
Do you do worship of the sun? In the yoga,
Sun Salutations.
Sun,
yeah,
yes.
Sun Salutations. Yes,
Let's do that.
Yes,
Shall we do that?
yeah. That's more.
It's everything of your body is not used. But it's just that I'm not dressed for it. Or do I have shorts under this? So it's all right.
Yeah, same with rejuvenation. Right. Yeah, similar to the rejuvenation. Yeah, what I'm going to show you now is, so these Tibetan Rejuvenation Rites basically use parts and sun, they cross over. So there's this thing called downward dog, you might toes and your feet slightly inwards. See mine?
Inwards?
So slightly bend,
Like-
45-degree angles like
Like
that.
this?
Um,
No, I'll stay at the back.
yeah, see my, look at how the feet are. See they're slightly
Thank
bent
you so
inwards.
much.
So like a dog basically, that's what's called downward.
You just want to
facing
look at my
dog.
ass.
And then you go from that into something called a cobra. So you breathe in, and then you
Yes.
like that. That's a cobra.
Like a dragon.
Yeah, and your shoulders are back. And you,
You've got a bee on you.
your feet go flat. Then you
And your-
cross.
You did it,
No, it's
yeah.
alright. He's just enjoying you. Yeah. So I used to be.
Just don't lie down.
Yeah, I used to. I got stung when I was a kid, like loads of wasps. This thing I don't really doesn't bother me anymore. Again, it's what is why it's fine if I don't annoy him, he won't annoy me. So yeah, so as I said, you start here and to breathe in, and then out. You come back up again. That's really good as well. Again,
If you can get back up.
yeah, that's quite heavy on
Yeah,
the
it
shoulders
is.
again.
Come on, James. do it.
So again, you're training one of those. I don't expect you to do 21. Yeah, so that's really quite intense. But just do what you can manage,
You
really.
can manage 21, boy. Come on.
But the breath is very important with it. It's kind of all very similar. It's kind of like breath in and out. So it's kind of deep. And as you're breathing, you're moving. So it helps.
21.
What about 6, I think?
So,
Is it in as you go up?
yeah, go down.
Breathe as well at the same time.
I'm learning myself. I'm not used to being a teacher.
Yes, we do it.
But yeah, so
I stay with the boy because the heat is
yeah, so we've got proper yoga teachers as well. We've got like 5 training up, but I'm going to go on this course as well, so I'm going to become a proper accredited teacher as well. No, they're coming over from the States, it's big inspection. Yoga, ashram, inspection yoga, they're really big over there, they help loads of people with inspection. They're going to be teaming up with them.
That's written a book.
Yeah, because we're basically going to be the European branch of them in a way. So we're teaming up with them. They're like big in the States, so they're really keen to work with us. So you see on our website, it's Sharon Mason. She's got 2 autistic children. I guess like Anna Kennedy's our OBE, honorary patron. Anna Kennedy OBE. You might have heard of her. She's got 2 kids with autism and opened the school. And, yeah, she's our honorary patron now. She's supporting us and going to help promote. She's kind of pushing for that. Just so you know, so we're kind of like, yeah, we're just teaming up with people to go. So yeah, it's a bit of a history lesson at the same time. So yeah, so you do 21 of the things. And then also when you come back up, that lock I said about, Mulliban lock, you do the same thing there for 3 seconds again. You can manage it. That's not normally one of the that's not one of the benefits normally.
No, it's just movie.
So just do what you can. So that's yeah. If you do 21 of those,
Now I did 10.
okay, and then
I'm usually the first one to see it. Not at all.
move on to the next one.
I'm older, so if you didn't manage, I do it. How would you do that?
And then again you do this you definitely hear very good.
I'll do it. I can do it.
And then again you do the pulling in India again.
Yeah, hey, you can do it.
You do that 3 times. And yeah, like you said, this is like really. I'm glad Western culture's catching up on this because over in the East, China, and that it's like part of the daily thing, like part of the field of people and part of the routine. That's one of the things I've got right. But I'm glad Western, fast-paced Western society is catching up because one of the things as well when doing my company Next Gen Software and making apps and games is kind of integrating the yoga into the working day and into the training to kind of prove scientific research and more optimal at learning and more optimal at what are productive if you break the day up. So we're going to have a yoga studio downstairs in the office above, so people can stress to do stressful that is.
I did that once. I decided it was a bad idea.
What the?
Contracting a dog profession.
Me? Well, in London now, I'm an architect, so I'm kind of like, I just got Nokia and like I'm a web developer, an app developer, and just drawing one of the things. Drawing.
You can draw well.
No, I'm really great. Like, I can see stuff in my head at one day, but I'm more like the glue that makes stuff stick.
You don't design the actual, but you don't actually draw what it
No, well, I can, UIs, yeah, but I can't draw a dragon or something. I can't do it. I know. But yeah, okay, and the next one is, I was just basically saying, check out our website anyway, and what we're doing is showing that, and I'm going to prove that, and then we're going to get yoga into companies as well, with a template, when we show more production, something like books, just slowing down. Everyone's so like fast paced, and that's why we have so many health problems. And also, you get more up your staff, you look after your body, and you treat them with respect, and that's kind of the thing. It's just
so no more pot noodles.
Re-educating the way we do things in the West, because it's some madness, like the fast
So
paced.
they actually started mindfulness in school?
Yeah, it's been
Sorry,
and meditation. That's we want to get this into schools. We've got yoga for kids we want to do as well, and yoga for shoppers. Yoga for parents and carers as well. So people with carers and parents of who are on the autistic spectrum, they can then come and do it and de-stress for a long day before they pick up the kid or they're caring for, and they can do the yoga with them. So it helps them bond. And that's another good thing to do together. Again, it's just de-stressing that, because a lot of the problems are because we're all just so fast-paced and in our heads and rush. It's just slowing down, just making some time to zen out, really, and just do this. Even just 5-10 minutes, that's all it needs, and it's a massive difference. Even I can fit in 5-10 minutes, I know it's a difference. If I don't do it 5-10 minutes, then yeah, and considering how long a day is, it's nothing really. For the benefits you get, you only get more benefit than what you put in 5-10 minutes. Okay, the next one is it's a bit easier than the last one. You have your hands at level of your hips, up there. Yeah, and then push straight out like this.
That might be too long.
And push back like that.
Extra spare arm.
And then you don't lock your elbows, you have them like slightly bent. That's called tabletop. It's supposed to be like straight. So
Straight enough.
and again, breath's really important again, so breathe in as you go out.
Get my arms to bend for that. It's weird.
They're not meant to
Hold
bend.
for a couple of seconds.
They're meant to be straight.
And then back down again. Again, you do that 21 times.
Bollocks that.
The thing is, you get a lot out of it, because I kind of work out at the gym as well and stuff, and like do weights and things. But you're surprised, because when I first started it, I thought, well, it's not going to really go for it, but it does.
It's hard to get like that though.
Because you don't really have to exert. Well, once you've done a few classes, like for example, just so you know, when we were in the rejuvenation retreat in Bulgaria, a lot of people who haven't done this before, and they have really, really big shoulders, and they struggle. By the time at the end of the week, they were doing 21, no problems. It took them days for their body to get it.
I just have puny upper arms.
Yeah, unless you've got some serious,
Well, I think what it is, I spend so much time doing sort of really fine and detailed work and stuff, because I do electronics and so on, that I've just found really sort of optimal ways of putting my arms down, so they don't actually get any exercise when I'm doing things.
Just your right hand here. Yeah. So just trying to, it's just trying to move and stuff. It's just kind of really benefits. So yeah, do as many of these as you can as well. So it's like, there's no fixing. Don't exert yourself. That's the thing I should have said. Never like really go for it. Just do what you're comfortable with, and your body says enough. Hopefully more than one, like one or two. And then you just build up, and then you'll find you do like 1-2 more each time. So just so I'll just do another couple. I want to do this today as well. I haven't had time yet. So.
Doing a montage with the Rocky music.
Yes, your feet like that, and then once you come up, your feet go flat. So you can bend back.
And it's really quite difficult to do.
This is really good, because sometimes if I come home from work and I got a bad back or shoulders and that, as soon as I do yoga, this two things is bending yourself backwards. My shoulders and back are just like and the neck, and it's just, it actually works in all of your body really. That's the thing. So what you need to do is these simple exercise each day, and it makes a big difference. Yes.
I might get less fat if I did that.
And then again you do the Mullabon lock as well. Where
What's that?
that's when you tense up. Just kind of, just kind of.
I don't think we're going to get to see the sky tonight. That sucks. Perseids around.
It's kind of there.
No, I mean tonight we can actually see stars and things. The Perseids should be out, but we won't see them in this one.
Yeah, I'm a stargazer. Doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me now. No.
You like the same food and drink and everything.
Probably.
This is my long lost brother, by the way. I just met him like yesterday. And it's so far we've got exactly the same life and interests.
Almost, yeah.
I went to Bulgaria. I've never been on holiday for 5 years, and then he went to Bulgaria 6 months after I went.
Yeah, but I caused the civil war, so I get more points.
Actually, I want to see.
Civil War.
Well, when I came back, I looked in the news and Bulgaria was in civil
Yeah, well,
war.
I
so
started
it
it.
must be my fault.
I started it, and you think you just finished it off. I think I stirred things up a little.
You got the rabble roused.
Yeah, and then you just finished it off. You fueled the spark. I put the fuel in and
Oh, that explains it.
then ran. Right. Okay, so that's enough of that.
The taxi in Bulgaria was terrifying.
I think that's yeah, there's 5 of them. So
Constant whining noise.
They like to pickpocket a lot.
um,
They like pickpocketing.
I didn't have any problem with that actually.
No.
They had a cracking rock band.
basically, there's other ones as well when you do this. It's a shoulder stand, which is a bit more intense when you go back. Oh, should I do it?
I don't know how hilarious will the results of it failing be.
Oh, probably. So this is really good as well, like an inversion, because this one, all the blood kind of flows to your head, which is actually really good for your nervous system and your joints, because you always spend all this time up this way. It just helps your body like drain fluids and just a natural maintenance. It's just like basically the yoga. It's like servicing your car. It's like that. If you leave it,
Much oilier
you're
when I
gonna have
service
to
that.
have to replace parts of the car, body or whatever. But if you just service it, like often as possible, then you don't need to have to go through some serious surgery or whatever. So this one's kind of sort of bend backwards like that. That's probably seen this one before.
Oh yes, handstand.
Yeah. And support your back there. That's really good. Brain is good. Your legs will be really good. Build up your lat.
No, like that one.
You hold that. Another one I really like.
Kids are big into yoga than
Not knowing it's yoga.
they just do it. They're natural.
No, you like this.
Well, no, I'm impressed.
Bring your back and
That's
forward.
it.
You've done this before.
That's good. Again, for your neck, I find that I've got a really dense.
So you are actually supposed to be all way over the top of your head.
I know what you mean.
That's really good.
So I didn't realise you're supposed to put your feet like way over that way.
I don't know.
Oh.
I've done a shoulder stump before because I did
Right, so that's a
did
different
acro
thing, yeah.
class when I was a kid. It was the only thing I could do. So everybody else did handstands and cartwheels, and I spent every single lesson.
And actually,
Right.
probably every day you pretty lift
Don't
on
know
as
if
well.
it's right
It's kind of like you just
The yoga.
again
That's just
look up your
course
body,
you
look
are.
up you, and
Acrobatics.
your body and mind are linked. You look at your body, how your body.
I must end up taking that up in
So,
the future.
You look pretty Nike then.
yeah,
Acrobatics.
same thing. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's right.
trying my best. I've
I don't think I
had quite a
will
hard
be either.
life, but
I think I
yes,
might be better at taekwondo.
Yeah, I do feel a lot better. Like, I've tried everything.
I want to learn some kind of self-defense for like sort of
Yeah, swimming I really
the only
like as well.
person who doesn't know how to defend themselves.
I've tried that. I tried it hard. Well,
I'm sure not.
Swimming,
but
yeah.
eventually. I tried doing a certain amount of laps.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Jiu-jitsu
just
is good
a little,
for-
yeah, a
Yeah.
little help.
Yeah.
Kind of just. That's the thing. Most important thing in all this is not just sort of jump in and go mad, and then you do an injury and you can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take it easy a little bit at a time. Because it's better than nothing. That's
Yeah.
the way I see it. Yeah, just trying to think what other things there are.
No, the menu's
Another
got
one
shit
with
stuff,
this
isn't
one,
it?
it's also, this is like a twist. This is good for your spine as well. If you've got back problems, it's kind of nearly over there, like this. And then it curls.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like that. Again, if you've got back problems, this is like a good spine twist. It's kind of, it's just like a workout for your spine. So you imagine what we're doing, you're kind of bending your back there, now we're twisting it that way. And then just as far as you can, again, just take it easy to start off with, but the more you do this, the more flexible you get as well, flexibility. Like you see some yoga teachers do, I know, like they can do crazy things, like hold up, like put their hands on their back and like bend ways you think the human body can do, and it looks like they're snapped in half, but they're so flexible. And I'm always like really stiff, I've got stiff joints. So I'm kind of getting better. I mean, every time you do this, you find you've got to bend more and more. Some people know that sort of way
That's it, it's conclusive. Yoga makes you hungry.
No, you wouldn't think the human body could move that far
Yeah.
without the neck kind of snapping off. You look at the contortionists.
Yeah. Some of my yoga teachers, they just do stuff and it looks really easy, and you try and do it, you're like,
You know, when which way up
I've seen a picture of that.
and
Weird.
again,
yeah, when they have
Yeah.
back the other way.
It looks like they've got their head stuck up their ass.
Yeah. But how do they get out of it? It's
I
like,
don't know.
it's like, how do you go to the bathroom? You get
Very
stuck.
carefully, I imagine. Sort of struggle with that stuff.
Push myself too far. So is there any more questions or anything? Just a rough introduction to.
I think
Yeah. What I was going to show you, just a way back through. I just want to go through the foyer. I just want to show you the diagram of the chakras, just to finish off that. Back to the
I saw that.
classroom theory. Yeah. Just so you can see visual waves. If you're like me, I'm very visual. I'm not very good at audio. I like visual. And that's, if you look at this, nothing really. There's pictures, but I'm going to make animations. Again, training, breathing training, visual interactive.
Something to excite you.
I said, this might give some good ones.
I've always seen that.
Making banks and corporations. Which I like to make stuff out better lives, and I'll take my money from the banks and corporations and give it to the poor, not Robin Hood, but I like things out. Yeah, I'll get from your heart. Yeah, but also mainly my contract is paying for this in a minute. But yeah, what we're doing in a minute, you know, in yoga teachers as well, the things to get this all started, we need 12 yoga teachers. Yeah. Okay. So if you know some yoga teachers, basically, we need 12 to start the training, and then the Christian African yoga, they're going to come over from the States to train. Yeah, we got paying, we've got a contract sorted out now. Yeah, and they're very excited about it because they've got the States sorted out, so we're going to sort of bring it to Europe. But we're going to add to it as well, because there's things like Vix and sensitive that they haven't got, and Vix is like breathing, imagination, colour, sound. With sensory yoga, if you really know the sensory yoga, it's the same thing. We're like integrating stuff that autistic used to, but with yoga. So we're kind of blending different bits, and so originally we started as a training, but we're going to build and develop our own sort of training.
That's why I couldn't come
as
last
well.
year.
So it's my own experience. Yoga, and the classes we're going to do, so you know, rather than having a class like 30 people running yoga, it's going to be smaller classes, so it's more specialised, and depending on how severe autism is, it's also special needs, so we need Down syndrome and everyone else as well. We'll have 3-4 instructors to class of like 10 maximum. So we have like one instructor for 2 people, so you will more than one person. So sometimes it gets too fast and I was doing it and you need more help, and for me, I lack hand-eye coordination, like everyone copies someone, I struggle to get the moves to take a bit longer to get there, but they move on before I got there, and then I'm always doing it right, and I'm like, help, or So, like, yeah, especially my experience with being over for years is going into this as well. So it's a load of different things pouring in.
I'm gonna have some dinner.
Yeah. Okay. So we just go back to the diagram and just show you the and then you guys can eat. I don't eat anymore either.
Number one, I think I'll probably look down there.